Well, I was going to quit, but I couldn't quit. So we're back on the bench with the Hammertone Wilderness Radio Sierra. So I pulled the KC-1 out, and you can see there is the KC-1. They're nicely laid out. You can also see that the wire that is loose is actually marked down here on the ground pin. The red wire is plus, and the key line comes in here with ground dit and da, or dot and dash. But as you can see, there is no key line going to the radio, so this never could have worked. And if you turn it over, here is the line marked K. You can see that right there. And if you turn that over, you can see that K has never been soldered, so this thing has never keyed the radio. And then if we look for the other inputs for band and for, here's VFO and VFO ground, those maybe VFO has been soldered, but VFO ground hasn't. So it might have been used once for measuring frequency, but never for keying. So this is ground. I don't think we actually need it because ground is already coming from the paddle, but we can hook ground up directly. And then we need to get a small wire and run it down to hook up to the radio. So that's where the interesting bit came next. So in the KC-1 manual, I have a pile of paper here. So in the KC-1 manual, it tells you, and this is the manual I got off the groups.io page, it tells you to look in Appendix E for how to connect it to your radio. And I looked at my copy, and I go back to Appendix B and Appendix A, but I don't have an Appendix C, a D, or E. So I didn't have any information about where to connect it. So I didn't find anything online about the KC-1 directly, but I just by chance came across the Wilderness SST manual, and I remembered that the SST was actually built as a minimalist radio. It didn't really have any, it was a VXO tune, so it didn't have a tuning control. So they actually built it to use the KC-1 directly, and they have a whole section on the KC-1, and there's a cool little table that says you should connect the key line K to the pad labeled K on your SST. So then I grabbed the SST schematic, and you can see the transmit section here. There's the final output, or power amp, I suppose. And here's the drive input, or the key line. And it keys both the VXO and it keys the buffer driver, but it's just a direct key line, the same as the Sierra has, a ground to key line. So I'm gonna look around here and we'll see what we find on the Sierra. I don't remember a K line, but I think, oh, as we speak, I pick it up and look right down there. So there's a K line. So we're going to hook the we'll hook the KC-1 K line up to the K line on the Sierra. We'll hook up that ground, and I'll mount it back in the panel. I won't make you watch all that because it's soldering a wire to two places marked K. So let's call that good, 3 minutes, and I'll come back and see you with the KC-1 connected up just to be a keyer, and we'll pick another day and figure out how to make it into a counter. So thanks for watching.